There will be 8 playable Nightfarers that you get to play in Elden Ring Nightreign, each one consisting of their own unique abilities, stats, and starting weapons, and different playstyles and more. And what do we know about the secret 8th one that they keep hiding from us, known as Revenant? So in this video, guys, we're going to break all that down so that way you have a better time choosing which Nightfarer to go with in Elden Ring Nightreign. And before we get into it, guys, I just want to say thank you again for all the love and support here on the channel. So in celebration of Elden Ring Nightreign's launch, and of course you awesome fans out there, wouldn't be possible without you, we are going to be doing another giveaway for this title. Yes, we are going to be giving out 2 free copies of Elden Ring Nightreign. All you got to do to enter is drop a like on this video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already, and comment down below LDG. And you'll be entered for a chance to win a free copy of Elden Ring Nightreign. We'll announce the winners on a release day live stream. So without further ado, let's get right into it. So the first one that I want to go over is Wilder. Now Wilder is your more vanilla class selection, especially for people that are brand new to the series or just brand new to Souls games in general. So Wilder, he pretty much has a great sword that you can use, but he does have a passive ability that allows him to cheat death one single time, and I think it's only per run. So if he's about to receive a fatal blow and you're about to die, then he will instantly revive, and then that way you'll have a second chance without having the need of your teammates having to revive you. Now his class ability is a grappling hook that allows you to grapple to larger enemies or move around the battlefield, or you can pull in fodder or smaller, weaker enemies towards you, and it'll stun them for a second so that way you can follow up with an attack. And now for his ultimate ability is Onslaught Stake, which is a powerful single attack that launches an iron stake with a great explosion. Pretty much, he has like a small crossbow on his arm, and then he can charge it up and do a massive explosion, which can deal some really good damage if timed correctly. It does look like it has quite a bit of a charge up to it. So if you're looking to just, kind of going in vanilla, then you might want to pick Wilder. Now moving on to our next one, we have Guardian. Now the Guardian is a winged humanoid warrior that wields a halberd and a great shield to start off, and he has more of your tanky support character. Moving right along to his passive ability Steel Guard, where he plants his feet and brace with shield for a more powerful guard, and this allows you to guard heavier attacks without being knocked down. His character skill is called Whirlwind, which sprouts wings from your back to whip up a wind-churning cyclone, and what this does, it'll launch enemies in the air, and it also deflect projectiles. Now moving right along to his ultimate art, which is Wings of Salvation, where you leap up high into the air and you dive back down, repelling enemies, and you can also put a protective buff on your teammates, and if they are down, you can instantly revive them. Now the next up what we have on our list is Recluse. Now this is probably my personal favorite one that I am probably going to try out on day one. This is the magic wielder of the group. Now her elemental defense passive ability allows you to collect elemental residues to also replenish your FP, but it'll also collect that elemental type. So if you have a fire attack, an ice attack, or a lightning attack, that she'll gather and then it'll collect it as a residue, which leads right into her skill, which is called Magic Cocktail. When you activate Magic Cocktail, it combines all different elemental residues into a different powerful spell, and there's all different kinds of, you could have 2 fire and 1 lightning, you could have 1 of each, you could have all frost, you could have all fire, or all lightning, so whichever mix and match that you do, she will do a powerful spell depending on the combination of residues. Now, her ultimate art, called Soul Blood Song, which asphyxiated a blood sigil on enemies, which is this giant red mark that you see on the troll here. And when enemies are struck while having this sigil, it restores health and magic to your other teammates who attack them as well. So she's got a kind of a support ultimate, but then a high damaging class ability. Now moving on to the strength character of the group, and his name is Raider. Now Raider is your Unga Bunga strength build, big axe wielding character, Now, his passive ability, Fighter's Resolve, allows him to be immune to knockdowns while delivering Retaliate, which deals a vigorous punch that can even stagger large enemies, such as dragons or even mini-bosses that you'll come across in each of your runs. Now, his ultimate art, Totem Stella, which is a pretty cool, it's actually a 3-in-1, which allows to deal damage to enemies or even crush smaller enemies in the path of its summoning, as you can see here. And then it also boosts allies, and it also acts as a platform for your allies to stand on top of to get a height advantage. Now you can see in the background gameplay, when he summons this, it gives a red aura to our allies, and usually in Elden Ring fashion, for those of you that are veterans to the series, you know that usually a red aura means a damage boost. So we're giving a damage boost to our allies, and then giving height advantages, especially for characters that like to deal damage for range, such as Recluse or even Iron Eye, which is the next character that we're going to go over next. Now, Iron Eye is a little bit of a support, but more DPS focused. Now, this one you definitely want to stay at range, because I believe he has the lowest health pool when starting off in each of the Nightfarers. Now, his passive ability, Eagle Eye, which allows him to increase enemy drop rates, which allows him to be perfect in any party if you want high rarity loot items, so that way increases that chance. Now, his character skill, Marking, marks enemies to create a temporary weak point. Now, basically what this means is once he uses this ability, he dashes through an enemy, puts a red target on them, and then they will take increased damage from all sources. Now, his ultimate art, Single Shot, shoots a supersonic arrow that pierces any defenses. So this is basically like a giant mighty shot skill, pulls out a giant bow, shoots a massive great arrow, and it'll pierce through a bunch of enemies, dealing massive damage and also knocking them down on their ass. Now you're probably wondering, well, bows and arrows were kind of trash in Elden Ring and they were very cumbersome, they were slow. Well, I gotta tell you, they completely overhauled it in Elden Ring Nightraigne. They gave him increased movement. You have unlimited arrows, so you're not sitting there fishing for arrows during each run. So Iron Eye, the bow and arrow is his thing, so you have unlimited arrows, and you have faster firing, and you have unique movement where you can climb up walls and kind of jump off, do like a jump shot too, which is actually pretty cool. So if you're second guessing about using Iron Eye and Elden Ring Nightraigne, then don't fret. It'll probably be a lot better here in Elden Ring Nightraigne. Now, the more thiefy approach, we have Duchess. Now, Duchess is a pretty unique character. She starts off with a dagger that wields magic, and she can attack pretty fast, and she's got some pretty cool movement. Now, her passive ability, Magnificent Pose, allows her to attack and dodge optimally, and dodging repeatedly when necessary. So she can pretty much like dive in the air, she can, kind of dodge pretty quickly and fluently. So you don't want to try and block or try to parry, use the movement to your advantage when using Duchess. Now, her character skill, Restage, allows her to restage a reprisal of recent occurrences to damage nearby foes. Pretty much, it summons like a ghost-like figure after they receive a little bit of damage, and it repeats that damage to that enemy. So I think she has some really great DPS potential, especially after a giant attack or a heavy hitting attack, and then you activate Restage, and then it pretty much can chunk some enemy health bars. Now, her ultimate art is called Finale, and what Finale does is it obscures herself and surrounding allies to hide from foes, rendering them invisible to enemies, which allows us to create a pretty cool ambush and to get some sneak attacks in, and it's really good in the middle of the battle to do some repositioning on some enemies. Now, moving on to one of the final announced ones, this trailer just came out actually yesterday, and this is the Executor. Now, this is your Sekiro look-alike in Elden Ring Nightraigne. So for those of you that love using the katana and parrying, then you are going to love this guy. Now, we don't know the confirmed names of the abilities, but from revealing from the trailer, they love to show off each ability in each of these little character trailers. So I don't know per se what the passive could be, maybe something to do with the parries, but I think one of his class skills is that riposte attack that he does. So when he's sitting there parrying, you'll see his sword glowing gold, and then after he parries after a certain time, and then he does a follow-up slash attack like we see here. It looks like a bit of a charge up, and then after he does that, he does a slash through. So I'm going to say that's his ability. And then the ultimate that we received at the end of the trailer, which was pretty awesome, he turns into this giant fox dragon looking fucking beast that he does, so that way you can deal some massive damage. Who knows what this ability is called, but we get to turn into a giant dragon looking creature. We get to parry. So this is your true dragon warrior in Elden Ring Nightreign. So for those of you that love Sekiro, love parrying, then this is the class for you. Now, the last but not least, the hidden Nightfarer that we have no information on is Revenant. Now, we see a couple glimpses of her in some of the trailers, and especially the new overview trailer that they put out, I think it was like about a week ago. We do see some glimpses of her in some gameplay, and it looks like when we first see her, she's using a harp here. So who knows what the harp could be. Now, there has been some speculation that she is going to be using Spirit Ash summons to fight for her and to aid her allies in battle. And who knows, maybe she could be a support character. As we see here, she's using the Halo Scythe, but you can use almost any weapon in each of the different classes. So who knows, maybe she's like a Faith kind of build. Maybe she can do some healing spells. Who knows? Hopefully we'll get some more info right before the launch. Now, by the time of recording this video, Elden Ring launches in like 4 days. So hopefully we get another quick little character trailer before the launch. Or if they're just keeping it secret as a unlockable character. Because even in the beginning of the trailer, when they show the different Nightfarers, she's not even in the character selection screen. So who knows, maybe this is just them trying to hide her from trailer bits, or maybe she is an unlockable character that we have to earn throughout our journey in Elden Ring Nightreign. So who's to say? Let me know what you guys think of Revenant and what her abilities and or what you would like to see her do. And that's going to wrap things up for this class guide. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, make sure to drop a like, consider subscribing to the channel, and let me know down in the comments below which Nightfarer you want to go with. Make sure to enter for the giveaway if you want to enter for a chance for a free copy of Elden Ring Nightreign. And also, guys, feel free to join our Discord. That link is down in the description below. We'd love to have you guys. We talk about all kinds of games, but especially Elden Ring Nightreign. And that's going to be it from us, guys. I hope you guys have an awesome rest of your day, and I will see y'all in the next one. Deuces.